bakoma erinnya eryokuzasaawo akiddeawo songa omubuuza nti yogera erinnya lyono eryeddiini oli wayogera erinnya eryeddiini eno togenda kulaga n'omuntu alimu katonda ekambo ekyokulabirako oba eggayasi omusajja akola mu keresiya ewange musiraamu nakajagala abasiraamu bapereku muli muzikiti sentala bakatale kange musajja musiraamu aja kugamba genda okumanya sente zamundu ozireetenekoliwati naye kubanga omutima guliogetamulumiriza kyempambulaga naye obulungi awo nno eddiini kikulu nnyo naye mbadde erimbisemu bwerimbisi aye nabakola ebyambyoni bakakasa nti abakola ebyo ereetabooko ennaku era bajja kutuuka ekiseera nga yeebasage nakola bubi kibwetweneregeta okukola naye ngaate ne banabanga kimukomedde ayinza okutabala mu kisa gwakuddayo okwetondera eyo gakikola ki gakikola obanga oli yafa nga kimulumiriza buli kati okuyiwa omusaayi gw'abantu okugenda mu maaso kimuli kalungi lwaki otta munno owuliranga eddoboozi erigamba nti genda otte gundi wuliriza eddoboozi lyakatonda ligamba nti totta ligenda mu maaso ekigwa okumanya nti zebaddukanya musibe nga naawe endirokokoze eki otadde kikyagamba mu luzungu everyone is a potential prison genda mu maaso babikola ate ffenna tuli mu budde oba tuli mu kafunda kakufa twesabire buli omu atwala ekirabo ekyobulamu nga akuume era ataasa obulamu bw'abalala twagale katonda mutimbagano tuba tusobola okufunako ennaku zino batulase omunabiikira oba omunaddiini omukyala yakuziza emyaka 17 egy'obukulu ate ng'amaze okuwona obulwadde bwa covid bamubuuzizza ki ekikuyambye okubeerawo paka kati ate ategeera bulungi ate asobola okulya obulungi amannyo gonna gakyali mu kamwa nenyabaganyuma n'agirya n'agamba nti he has managed to exist up to that age because of disciplined life. Naye n'agamba abavubuka bamuzadde abavubuka bagamba ki n'abagamba nti do not fear omukadde w'17 yagamba abukadde mukola ki temutya and be compassion anebaza mukulu obadde otugwesikulu manyange Oh, thank you very much. I live to come. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear President. Happy birthday to you. Come on, very nice. Mwegayinde Katonda Pati Omiza bikantu azimeta bino tena mukimwele cyane Ai mukama satira ulisangano mujana munyakirena kutakadurani kudashambira shino joni ko wesibwa bine bikutuka yambo kuno musogo mukuru batukene mu kigo cyo kwesimo kutagwaho tusaba kameza mukama waffe amina
Pai mukama oli musuku twende tukubona twegayirira kunongi n'omusaiza omukama waffe Yesu Kristo yali agenda okunakumunamuna ku Yesu nije n'akwata omugaati ne yeebaza n'agumenyamu n'abayigirizwa be n'abagamba nti ole mubekino mwenna anti n'obwambiri bwange obunaawebwa. Abayigirizwa be n'abagamba nti ole mubekino mwenna anti n'obwambiri endagaano ekyateyoberera obunaayibwa okubeera mwe n'okubeera abandi ekkumise nomukukola Yesu
n'abalala bonna bonna abako bewayita bave mu nsi bajje wuwo nga bw'abafaananyi mwana w'omukufa obafaananyine mukyakwenge jjukira ne baganda baffe abeebase nga basuubira okuzuukira bakkirize bajje gy'oyakayakanira mu kitiibwa. Jjukira n'abaku bonna be wagirira ekisa kufa naffe ffenna abali wano Mukama tukwegayiridde okusaasire tusangire okugabana kulamu obutaggwaawo okutenda n'okugulumiza wamu ne Mariya omubeerereva omutuukirivu nnyina Katonda n'abatuma abatuukirivu era n'abatuukirivu bonna abaali bakkanidde obwedda bwonna nga tuyita mu mwana wo Yesu Kristo.
Katonda twajumiza buli kantu abali ekimune mwemutuukirivu okristo n'omwezi okumulanga okutambulaye era mulimu okunyazisa buli kitiibwa emirembe twegayirire nga Yesu batuyigiza ntugamba nti taffe ali mu
yagamba abasinkonsi balekedde emirembe bawadde emirembe gyange tutunulira bibi gyaffe naye amaaso go gazikubukiza kwekerezja bukkiriza okumuwa emirembe n'okuzekima nga bweyagala kwawangala nolamula emirembe n'emirembe emirembe ly'omukama libenda mu nnaku zonna. Akaliga ka Katonda wuno ajjawo ensi beesiimye abatondoganya akaliga kitwandire kulemwange
omukama amiina. Kakati ffenna eka abakatoliki ng'oli mu mbeera esembera naye bino sibyagamba naengezeeko naye abo abakatoliki ng'oli mu mbeera esembera tujja kujja tufuna omukama atwongere ali ag'abalwanyi gagabonale mu Kyagulanyi. Tujja kusemberera ku ngalo, omukono gwo ogwa ddyo gubeera wansi ate ogwa kkono waggulu, okuteerako omukama n'omuliira.
twekayirire twekayiritayi mukama abafunye ebyamagero bya katonda omuweereza ono bakikyakulanyisa entamu abaana b'omukwano gwaffe tusaba omutonezike omwekitubageza bulamu bwenga omulambika bulijjo ate tunakuweereza nga tukira kino sobola okutuuka egyoli nga tujjudde essanyu tukikusaba mukama yesu kristo mukama waffe. Ate namwe mwenna abaalondebwa nabagambye nti Kiriziya eronda Kristo kitegereka bannange wonna abeekwasa ensonga endala zonna balimba Kristo zirazaakaako era kimuwangaazizza era kikimuwangaazizza abona mugende Kristo zozo zabalabamu. Njagala okubanjulira abali ku sayidi y'ewange eno abasigadde banaabanjula sayidi y'ewange banjulire Faada Nsubuga Joseph akolera Oteekamu. Banjulire Faada Denisiga akolera mu kifo ky'Egayaaza nga tunaye. Banjulire muto waffe Faada Edward Jingo aba Mitala Maria Parish Masaka Diocese. Banjulira Faada Patrick Sekibala chaplain w'essomero lya Word of Good Counsel Ekayaaza. Banjulira Faada Anthony Musala akolera mu Lubaga Cathedral. Banjulira Faada Martin Oyo akolera mu Kamwokya Parish. Banjulira Faada Sebayiga James akolera Kamwokya Parish. Banjulira Faada Chivi Deogracias akolera Parish. Banjulira Deacon Mbazira Eri oyo bamugabye seminary agenda kusomesa naye ng'alinze kumwa busaaserdoti gye bujjako awo. Njagala okubanjulira omuseminaariyo Ssemwanga Vincent wali Ekayaaza. Mbanjulira Brother Peter Seruwooza akolera Ekamu. Abakulu bonna babatumidde nnyo abasaaseredoti. Monsignor Charles Kasibante namwogeddeko, Father Kiresi Mayanja ne Father Lusindana bandi badde naffe wano naye bafunye obuvunaanyizibwa obw'enjawulo. Awo nno bakulisa nnyo munnaffe. Nange neeyanjula kitata giwoomye. Nze Father Judy Makanga kolera Ekayaaza ng'omukulu w'ekifo ate era nze mubaka wa Ssaabasumba bayita Kisobobika owa Kisobikali. Nze mubaka wa Ssaabasumba awo nno abasinga abo bamuyinza okugamba muswamu bikaali y'ekiya bagyeko okunalabonaluyima n'abalala bangi nnyo. Mwebale kubeerawo era mbakulisa n'okubakulisa okulondebwa. Libaddewo gye buddekaawo omukono bamusibira owaka. Abantu bajjanga ewange nti Father kitalibako gwe banaatyaku. Waliwo omukyala omu yankwasa ennaku yajja n'essente ze. Father omukyala ajja kufiira enjala mu nnyumba wamu n'abantu. tusaba okulebe wadde sente zino ogenda omugulira emmere ogimutwala kyasoboka naye sente nazo twendi kuno omukisa naye olibanga nkusanze kukuba ndizikuwa laba omukama gwakola ekintu kino baga nti faatha amakanga jangu okulengera emisa nebakizeko amazaalibwaka nga bwakiŋŋambye naye naziteeka mu baasi eno nzireesi njagala nzikuwe omukyala ziyakuwa oleme kupanjala lwaki mwabadde omunaagamba nti sente za funalebo zakola ki zaatuuka mu bwerufu nga bwe yazimba kaali kawamu era saazivungisa omukyala kijja mukubuulira amannya ge wange olw'ebyokwerinda nkundikira nga neebaza mwenna ababaddewo era abaliwo naye nga mbakubiriza mukulamu abalondeddwa mulina okuguyibwaguyibwa tubeesiga batunuuli tubatunuuli wanga mutuuka eyo ng'olulimi lufuuka nga lufuuka mujjukire ekitiibwa kyammwe erinnya ddungi nkuma mutegedde bannange erinnya gye kisinga obuki bw'ona ayiwa erinnya lyo togenda kuliyoola nali maliza seminaaliyo entwandire mugende naye mukuuma erinnya nga ddungi okukuuma erinnya kiringa kukuŋŋaanya byoya bya nkoko nobisiba muki mukitereke ate obibajja n'amala okulinnya waggulu ku muti n'asumulula ekyosibye bya ne bisaasaana okubikuŋŋaanya kiba kiki bakona leboozi mbakutte entege n'amaku ne bw'olengera nga enene ebyenkanawa okulya okutuuba omukutu kukuggwako oddamuagale mukasaba tuubanga oli akatono nga keekagwo omuganda agamba nti akuboka mubeere egendereza nyo nga mugenda okulya abalya kamukuulo embuzi kerya kabuzi nojja kikuhako naye nga mbawa omukisa gende kulya ebyange byebyo bakaaza bano ekibaleeserwa bukatulikibwa tegete bulungi banna abasajja naye baali babakwa akalulu nga toli mu katuliki balonda principles go and do what we expect temwefuulafuula eno otunula ena tunokula neyo baagaliza obulamu obulungi omukama abeere nammwe katonda omuyinza wa buli kantu kati ne mwana katonda emirembe n'emirembe misa ewedde mugende
Njakusaba tuleko wansi Michel Seat abandi bakobi nti mutyame amayina gange nize Alex Waiswa Fumbiro omusuka mwene era nga bwe njogera n'essagambo n'essanu kubanga Ngobi omugunafuta owerubuka bwe watuuka e Busoga eyo baba cyangwa mubuwe obululu babuuta bubuute babuutanga bwa bubuute era ifeere Busoga ng'omaze okusala buligi ebya pulezidenti ono owundi tiri Tibaalwa oyo erina twalibigema bulungi era ewaife erya Tibaalwa tiyafunayo bululu sebo Ngobi nenda okuloopera nga nkaali kwogera kintu kyona ng'oweziza emyaka 39 niwe pulezidenti w'Abasuga 2023 basebo ne banyabo twebaza nnyo omukisa ogutuweereddwa Katonda bwatusobozezza okuŋŋaana wano olwali Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Osinguzi Ngobi Alaali amannya gonna ge baamuwa mu ggwanga lino Uganda akyali mulamu akyassa era akyali naffe. Being that he is the President-elect of the Republic of Uganda 2021-2026, this function shall be in English. And it will be very quickly dance numbers in Parliament. Yet many would have been, but the circumstances under which the operation of the party were, the best we have done is this, and we are very proud of them because they made us proud and they had our flag high successfully. Without any further ado, let me introduce Honorable Bashir Mbazira of Kawempe. I am lucky that he is even my classmate. Let me introduce another brother, Honorable Kawalia Abubeka of Ruhaga North. Interestingly, we went also to the same school. I don't know whether at that time the discussion was to overthrow this regime, but we are at it. The next to Honorable Abubeka is Honorable Sejiri Muhammad of Kawempe.
he did not only win, but he disciplined when he was winning. I want to introduce to you Honorable Muwada Nkunyinji Council, the one who is in the shoes of the big man worship. Please. Thank you very, very much. With very great hands, he's looking well. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the unbogable Wachiso place, decisive win. Honorable Nalui, thank you very much. Next to her is Honorable Patience. She is a member of the National Unity Platform. I want to also introduce a longtime friend, a radio personality, a politician come now. He also contested, and he's with us today. That is a very significant statement you've made to the country. We need to be together as a generation to take away the dictator. Patrick Omujuka, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce that gentleman. We worked with him in some of the tunnels and channels of Gomba. It was not easy to win in Gomba. Gomba was categorized as one where we would not have a win, simply because our president hails from there. The support was overwhelming. We were there all the time in the trenches. Sirs, thank you very much. He's our honorable member of Gomba East constituency. He managed to give it to us. Thank you very much. He is His Worship Tom Wonge. Do I have the name right? Oh, sorry, Tom Wonge. He is His Worship Aloysius Chiviri from Kajansi. I am very humbled and sorry that I do not have them, but Honorable His Worship Aloysius Chiviri from Kajansi. Please, thank you very much. It was not easy to win in Entebbe where the president thought that it was his home. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce Honorable Bagala Joyce, one who made a statement, resigned her job, took on the mantle, took our flag, and brought Mitiana back home. Up to now, when General Museveni wakes up, he's wondering how one Judith Nabakova, but Judith Nabakova is not at any level with Joyce Bagala. Mr. Museveni, you can't really put Joyce Bagala there and bring Judith Nabakova. Mr. Museveni, excuse us. These are matters of the generation. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you our own Simbwa from Nachifuma constituency. Thank you very much for delivering the win. We really needed your win because it was not a very easy decision. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me introduce to you my longtime friend. We were in the party together in the Democratic Party. He has moved trenches. He has worked very hard. He also managed to make a decision. He joined the NUP, stood behind us, stood with us. He is with us. He's a friend to the president, Honorable Alan Sewanyana. Thank you for not betraying us and making the choice when the time came. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll ask members to remove their masks because it will be easy to identify them. I'll introduce to you Honorable Geoffrey Lutaya. Since the General came to power, since the General captured power, that constituency had been out of touch for any other opposition political party. If you wanted to stand there, you would stand as an independent. But when the shackles came, when the generation came together, Geoffrey Lutaya, you stood the world, stood your ground, and you made us proud. Thank you very much. It is an honor that I'm introducing you as a member of parliament because we had discussions way back, and today you're going to represent the people of Kakutu that you're very proud of. Ladies and gentlemen, a long-time colleague, a friend, one I admire most, Honorable Dr. Hildeman Chiaka Hillary. He has been a friend to the president, and their friendship did not stop working music and artistry, but he went further, stood with us in the issue of politics and changing this country, and here we are. He defeated the mighty Amelia Chambade, and decisively, there's no contest, not even in court. You need a breath, you need a breath, you need a lot of guts when you're going to introduce this gentleman. This gentleman is called Honorable Katawazi Charles Francis, Honorable Katawazi Francis. The club is not yet enough. That man went to Kalungu. He chose the hardest, the man of Enzike, who had thought that he owned Masaka for some time. Nzige, I don't know Nzige in English. The money was taken in Uganda. They were taking it using the word Nzige, so I'll continue using Nzige. He defeated the Nzige master. And his name is Katabazi Francis. The man tried to run to court, stuffing ballot papers, but even there, it was not easy for him. Thank you very much, Honorable Katabazi, all the way. There is Honorable Nalatanzi from Boyukwe. Thank you very much. He did stand with the population. Ladies and gentlemen, one who has been in the trenches for some time, one who has been there, one who had to make a choice. She has been a leader in the Democratic Party, but she stood her ground when the people decided that the wave was changing. Honorable Brenda Nabukenya Luwero. Those are the ones who first told Museveni that this time you are truly going Ogenda, and indeed he has left. He's only doing the last kicks of a dying horse. Ladies and gentlemen, we cross over to a place where it was not easy to make it, and that is in Mubende, the Mubende line. There was a lot of chaos, there was a lot of torture, there was a lot of abductions, there was a lot of mining of our people, but we sent there a tough. She's the woman representative, she's the woman head of our national interplatform. She has been there in the trenches and she delivered us good. A one and only beautiful Honorable Nalagabe. Please stand up for recognition. You know, when I'm introducing her, I have more aura because she has been really in the struggle against this. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very, very humbled and privileged to introduce to you a colleague, a friend, a fighter, a man who comes from Nakaseke, a man who never minced his words. Honorable Utamabuzi, you're most welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, I can also see here, just a few minutes ago, we have been joined by the very smart Muslim, the one who beat odds in Kampala, where people thought it was going to be determined by age, but she said it was going to be determined by intellect and formidability. Your decision to stand, my dear sister, was quite phenomenal. The one and only Kampala woman MP, Shamim Malende. Councillor Shamim Malende, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you, I am very humbled to introduce this family. This family is accustomed to me by type of tradition. She qualifies to be my mother of the Kobe clan. My mother is Nantumbwe, and she has been a fighter. Sometimes you don't understand her, sometimes you take long to get her, but if you're in politics and you don't get her wisdom, you have no wisdom of fighting the junta. She has been tortured. She's a story of Museveni, the Honorable of Mukono Municipality, a constituency. Honorable Betty Nambozi Kachileke Mainanga. Now, it would be wrong if you introduce your mother and you don't introduce your father. Mr. Wachileke, my father, thank you very much for looking after my mother and also being with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you also our Honorable Kalwanga from Busunju constituency. Thank you. Busunju constituency. Thank you very much, Honorable Kalwanga, for making it here. He made a lot of decisions to be where he is, and I know the change in that area is simply because you are a very strong personality that has helped us to change a lot that entire place. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just, because of my height, also recognized the presence of Mr. Aloysius Mukasa, Rubaga South constituency. There were a lot of words whirling from Rubaga South by certain people, but you defeated them and made us proud. You did it decisively. None of them is even running to court. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you, still because of my height, I want to introduce to you my brother, a person who has been also with the struggle for some time. He left a lot of good things, but he's here and representing us. He gave us the constituency. It was not also easy. His formidability was the UBF 559, there's something that you need to fix. We want to introduce our Honorable Member of Parliament from Waters, Kalangala, Honorable Nachimoli Hele. You're most welcome. Thank you very much for putting up the struggle and defeating all the odds. The chairperson of Bukoma Simbi is also with us. Please stand up for recognition. Fred Kaira. We have different councillors. Please, all our councillors, led by Mama Sam, please stand up and wave the councillors that were elected. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I want also to take this opportunity to introduce to you our spokesperson and Honorable Member of Parliament of Nakawa West constituency, the unforgettable. He's still on crutches, but he's Honorable Joel Senior. Mr. Hassan, according to the comments of the public, allow me also introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished colleague talisman, and that is our Secretary General of the National Unity Platform. We are just so special to our political party. I wish this was a political function. I would say all the politics, but we shall say it in a few days after the court does its ruling. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me introduce to you, yes, which words can I say? But amongst us, we have been joined by our legendary. He's a person you will call everything, but for the struggle, he's available to move it as long as it is the struggle. His election is contested because he must have won it. I am saying that he must have won it, and we know that the legal regime, if it does so believe and works carefully, he will be declared. Honorable Nyanzi, Kampala Central. He was successfully elected but denied declaration. Simple statement. Successfully elected but denied declaration. He has also moved with his better wife. I have seen the arrival and witnessed the arrival of Honorable Nsibambi of the Forum for Democratic Change, but a person who worked very closely with the forces of change as we were toppling the dictator. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, seeing where he is seated, but I have been told that we are having Honorable Mwanga Chivo as you see, he is being an economist, being a senior economist and a senior politician and parliamentarian. Honorable Mwanga Chivumbi, he always does things his way. He is lethal on the ground. May not have him so much in the space, but on the ground, he's so tactical. Thank you very much, Honorable Mwanga Chivumbi. You have steered us well. We look so much up to you, your decisions and your formidability whenever you're out there to represent us is the example we want to emulate as a generation. And we assure you, we are not going to relent. We are going to fight for the victory of the president-elect. Let them not lie themselves. We are only following the legal processes, and they are still so enormous. We are going to be legal because ours is a peaceful transfer of power. We won the election, let them wait for the rest. We shall make sure. We should do 4 days in State House in heaven, and we shall do it by God's grace. For us, we are with the Bible. We don't know what they are with. I have introduced Honorable Mwanga Chivumbi. Yes, Mr. Benjamin Gatana, Council Benjamin. I have always told the president that me and him, those days when we were still very little, we could address ourselves as our excellence. But when the gentleman took over the country, we are now on the secondary to discuss the same. His Excellency Benjamin Gatana, the president, is not hearing. Please stand up again for recognition. I so much want to steal a minute to talk about Benjamin whenever I get an opportunity. We were 6 skilled presidents and said we would be together to change this country. Of the 6, only 2 are still saying 7 must go. Abu Susan is with Museveni. The rest, Rotaro is with Museveni. But Gatana, whom we thought at the time would send Museveni up to now, he's so changed, he's with change. Gatana, thank you very much. I am so proud that I met you before many others have. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a mass party. Therefore, it will be a lie that I'll be able to introduce everybody at one fold. But in terms of protocol, it is that the world knows that as the president is celebrating his 39th birthday, he's been joined by his counterparts in the party, the leadership, and to introduce to you first is Honorable Zedriga Lina, our Vice President. Thank you very much, Mama. We know the power that was exerted on to northern Uganda. I was there. I saw them brutalizing you because Oritia. They were so much. They were surprised with what we were doing in northern Uganda. We were there. There is no way they can have won northern Uganda. They cheated northern Uganda, and we know how they cheated. Let them just wait. When we tell them that we won here, we know our percentage. We are the generation. Simple. Honorable Zedriga, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a man from the National Resistance Movement, he was an incumbent member of parliament, but the plight of his people from eastern Uganda, where we hail from, of our people, made him have the right decision to join the forces of change and be part of it. He is, when we gave him still the mantle to deliver the constituency, it was not easy to win in eastern Uganda. There was a trajectory by the state to make sure that our political party and struggle looks to be tilted to a certain inclination. But I'm so ashamed because I am here. I'm Alex Wise. I am Ginger, and I'm not only from Ginger. I am very even to. We are not tribal. We are a generation. That is what they must understand. We have Honorable, a man who suffered a lot of brutality. Because of his decision, he stood firm, he was vocal. When it needed radio talk shows, he took on the mantle. He made sure that the candidate this time is Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. He used all his expertise. At one time, the dreams of striving and making this country better. He put his ego aside and took it on. Honorable Dr. Abedi Kwanika. I have not seen him. Omugalatia. He is with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I was introducing Honorable Nambeshe of Manjia, Vice President in charge of Eastern Uganda, a former member of the NRM, now an ardent leader and future prospect of people of Eastern Uganda. Honorable Nambeshe, thank you very much for making us proud. Now, this may even bring headlines and problems. The Vice President of Uganda, the man who steered the numbers we are proudly talking about today, his organizational capabilities are not only phenomenal, but they were historical. Honorable Mpuga Mathias. You delivered 100%, and we are sure that what you delivered are the numbers we needed. We cannot have been the generation that went into it. The numbers we needed, I can confirm to you, we got them, and we got them. When you are the MC of the presidential birthday, things are very difficult. The classes never seem to end. But in the interest of time, this function is supposed to specifically take a particular period of time. You're going to bear with us, and the rest of the introductions, we have our senior artists. Those will be recognized by those particular people. Let the function now start with the speeches. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to have so many speeches because the interest of time. But I want to take this opportunity personally to thank the Reverend Fathers of the Catholic Church, let me be very specific, for accepting to come and officiate this birthday Thanksgiving for the life of our generation of president. We are very humbled that you take the time to come and be here with us, despite we know what is happening. They have already categorized the Catholic Church and some of you as those who are against the country, but you are standing with the truth. You are only reminiscent to us of the Pope who allowed to be arrested in the times by the French. You remember. Stand with us because we are standing for the truth, and we shall not relent because it is only and only the truth. I am humbled that in the Catholic Church, sabotage. I am humbled that in the Catholic Church, Father Anthony Msala is a relative to me, very close for so many days and years ago. We have always looked up to him spiritually. He led the prayers at home. My twin brother is also here. Kato Kenneth, stand up for recognition. That is the opportunity you get when your brother is walking around the president. Come close, come to start. Come, don't worry, come. Kato Kenneth, come. It is people, you are in charge now. So I told them at home that I'm with the president, they don't come, you see? Now he's feeling very much humble. I know many people confuse him. He's my double. And for us, we are all in this thing of people power. Even when they talk at him on my behalf, he knows that it is changing this country. We are the power twins. Yes. Kato, come for a picture. Come. Let me give you the opportunity. Please bear with me. It's the best I can give him in such a moment. You can't have a presidential handshake. Have an opportunity. We have got another presidential picture. Move it out here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's straight go to the speeches. And I want to take this opportunity to invite members of the family. Shall invite members of the family. We shall have the children. We shall have a friend. We shall have a team from the artists, and then we shall have the president. And as I will be introducing them in the next few minutes. But then also, it will be a lie if I just went straight speeches when our president has a particular talent that we have been cheated of for a very long time. Senator David, just give us one tune and we listen to half of it from the general himself. As I take you to the level of speeches, the person in the instruments, just give us a tune of our president. Tudigite mukatono, ate tutwagala kuwera nyo mu stress. Kubanga ye twamulonze. Firebase ave sichecho. Firebase ave sichecho. That is the Firebase army. They are there and they are the army. Muimire president abalabe ko muvimbeni. Firebase army. Thank you very much. We have a lot of teams, the teams who work with on the campaign trail. The DJ is not there with us, but let me take this opportunity on behalf of children to invite Shadrach, Mbogo, and the team to come and deliver their speech. Those children have joined us. You realize that many of you did not know that they are here, but you saw a few days ago in Kenya, the USSB Woody Willie docking in Mombasa. So they came aboard incommunicado. Mr. President did not hear that. I just said that Shadrach and the family, with the first lady, why they were organized, they came with the Woody Willie, ESB 11-4. We were waiting for them in Entebbe. We were waiting for them here. Shadrach, please say something. You get here in front. I'll hold it for you. Will you be able to hold it? Okay.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. That all of us wanted to wish you a happy birthday, so I am giving this speech. So that we wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Today you are turning even older and you are even stronger. They have tried killing you and you held strong. So today we all come together to thank you and have a happy birthday. May God bless you.
Well, this generation is precise and the main point there was that they tried to kill him. He's here and when we say these words that they tried to kill him, it is like a movie. We never knew we'd be in a country where an individual is viciously dehumanized with brutality, torture, dehumanization, all sorts. If there's anything we learned about Museveni, you gave us your true character. You gave us your true character. You defined to us who really you have been and the person who lied to our forefathers. That is why our generation will not accept you. For the young like Shadrach to ever make those statements publicly ever again, we shall defeat you. That we give it to you as a guarantee. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the parents and the family, I am inviting Mama Sisi and the members of the family. Please, brothers, sisters, please come forward, and we have that segment also done with. Hey, Baba Yahweh, Baba Yahweh. Hey. That one we have been in the jungle all through.
Father of the priest above church, Catholic Church, MPs, namwe abali wano olwaleero tusayise nnyo Kalaba. Teereddwa mukisa guno okwogera, sitera kwogera, siri politician by the way, naye nga ndi muzadde. Bulijjo bwe tubeera wano mu mikolo gyonna egisinga egy'ekika, mwannyinaze ono amannya agange Saara mu bracket Nalunkuuma, nga nze maama wa president principal obwa Uganda Robert Kyagulanyi. Nina essanyu lingi nnyo okubalaba wano, kuba mwenna abali wano muli bakwano ba Kyagulanyi, muli baluganda Kyagulanyi, muli ngalo guno basinza tukutte bulungi. Nimiridde wano ng'omuzadde wa Kyagulanyi nga mubadde njogedde okusooka, naye okubeebaza mwenna abawagidde omwana waffe Robert Kyagulanyi n'okumutuusa ku ssaawa zino. Abalyoyi waffe ab'omwoyo baagambye nti abantu abamu bali wano lwakubanga Kyagulanyi, naye ffenna tubaitwa lwakubanga Kyagulanyi. Abamu batuuse mu parliament lwakubanga Kyagulanyi yazaalibwa. twebaza Katonda olw'okutuwa Robert Kyagulanyi. Mu byonna neebaza Katonda n'olw'okutuwa omukyala we Barbara Itungo Kyagulanyi. Kuba always awabeera omukyala, awabeera omwami ow'amaanyi, wabaawo omukyala ow'amaanyi. Ate nga w'amaanyi ddala. Babi, weebale nnyo nnyo okubeererawo Kyagulanyi pulezidenti waffe. Kino njagala okyogera, saagala kutula kiseera kiwanvu nnyo. Kyagulanyi ayise mu kiseera ekizibu ennyo, naye olw'amaanyi gammwe n'okwagala mumubeeredde n'okutuusa essaawa zino. Katonda tumwebaza, kuba tulina amaanyi gasinga ga Katonda. Katonda yakikoze n'amukuuma, wadde nga abantu bangi nnyo, wadde nga mu kwagala okumutta, naye Katonda ali waggulu agambye essa tekinnaba kutuuka. Era ekigobererwa kye kyagoberera kyonna kyonna Katonda akimanyi era kituusa mu linnya erya Katonda. Njagala ndaba engambi si politician. Kyagulanyi nga batandika ekibiina kino ekya People Power, waliwo olukuŋŋaana lwe baayita nange ne ŋŋendayo, n'agamba banne kati maama muleese waaki? Sigenda kulaba statement eyo. Maama talina maanyi gagenda kudduka, nkyasobola okudduka, naye yabiŋŋaana from the word go era neetuula. Okujjako nti mbadde mukubeera buli kaseera tubeera ku ssimu Kyagulanyi tokola bwoti katukola bwoti, waliwo kibagambye bwekiti. Ne bwe twali eggulu, mumanyi byonna bina ebyali Arua n'eggulu, nagenda bwe yatuuka emabega bwati n'andaba n'akaaba. Kwegamba ndi wano mu kifaananyi ekyani ekya Nalunkuba n'agamba ne maama wange ali wano. Nga bwe ngambye saagala kwogera bingi nnyo, obudde si bwange olunaku si lwange, naye mbeebaza mwenna olw'okuba musobodde okubeera n'okubeerawo omwana waffe Kyagulanyi. Njagala okujjukiza ababonyaabonya Kyagulanyi n'abaana b'abantu bonna abali mu magomera nti nga bwe baagala abaana baabwe naffe bwe twagala abaana baffe. Nga bwe batta abaana baabwe ne abaabwe tebabatta, naye nga bwe tubonyaabanya abaana b'abantu tulumwa tunyolwa ng'abazadde ng'abakyala ng'abantu abali mu nsi balekerawo okutta abaana b'abantu abali mu magomera babate. Nabbe si politician, ekyo sisobola kyerabira. Tulumwa nga abakyala ng'abazadde bannakazadde ba Uganda. Kankomaawo. Njagala okwanjula bendi nabo nga ntandikira ku mukono guno mutabani wange Stephen Sentamu, addiriddwa Ediyawe nga basinga mumumanyi. Stephen abali mu politics bamumanyi olw'ebyo byabadde akola. Ediyawe bamumanyi olw'ennyimba ze n'ebirala byabadde akola mu politics. Nezizaako gwe mugambye gwe babba naye ate nga yawangula ne batamulangirira, atamanyi kuma bululumbu bannange naye nga yalanguwa ye chairman, yasooka kuba chairman origini yayo mugimanyi, naye kati Honorable Nyanzi. Nenzizaako mukulu wange bamumanyi abasinga nga ekiseera ekisinga bwe tubeera wano nige sibeera yayogera, era ngambi leero mwanyinaze gwe oba oyogera ate kina kimanyi nti nange njogera naye ng'asobola okwogera. Ssemukasa Bwire. Nenzizaako mwanyinaze Kiguli David. Nenzizaako muwala wange, ono muwala wange naye bikaseera abeera mu bya politics. Wedda ngamba nti alina banfanfe bekatayogedyo Bashiri, Patrico, baani n'abalala bangi, sijja kumala budde nga mbogera. Nenzizaako akwatidde akazindaalo mutabani wange Ssaalongo. bagambye amannya abamu teboogera amannya naye ye Ssaalongo Julius bamubatiza nenzizaako muwala wange Irene Kayemba Oyimbi abamu bamumanyi
Sebo ne bannyabo baga Katonda olunaku luno ebisinga ebitukwatako babyogedde. Nze nakola omulimu gwali mutono nnyo gwakusooka bano bonna okugaali nga faaza bwagambye talina musango nange saalina musango kuba nze ne basooka okugaali. Ozi omulimu gwe nakola ogwokubiri nti amabeere nanyonkanga mbalekerawo temulabawa abulamu. Olunaku olwali lwa kitiibwa Sebo Honorable ate nga President Elect nti abantu abali wano bonna tebamanyi nze nzekka nze mmanyi nti jjajja be azaala kitaffe bamuyitanga Malita Nakirijja. Lunaku lumu nga siraba waali myaka egyo mbu watambulanga abantu bakyamanga amakaba g'abantu nga bakugamba jjayo ekibatu kyo ojjayo ekibatu ng'omusajja ayimirira ng'akwogerako ebigambo. Omusajja bw'atyo yakyama n'akwata ekibatu kya jjajja n'akyogeramu ebigambo n'abyogera n'amugamba nti wazaalira bwere. Abaana bo bonna bano bajja kulekawo naye mu bo mulimu alikulekera omuntu aliba wa kitiibwa bali mugguliranga enzigi. Ebyo ebigambo byokka byenzijukira. Bannange Kyagulanyi Accident si kabenje si ghetto si generation nga Waiswa bwagamba aliko obulansi. Kale Sebo nebaza Katonda nti Father agambye wazaalibwa neyakuzaala singa teyandikuzadde oba mama teyandimeze ebbango simanyi naye yandirimeze. Naye ekigambo ekikulu bwe tukuza amazaalibwa kitegeeza nti olina omwaka omulala oba sekendi emu gyongedde ku bulamu bwo. Naye ekyomukisa omulungi nti oyongedde obukulu ku bikulu. Oba nkiddemu oyongedde obukulu ku bikulu. Olina ebikulu byeyongeddeko obukulu bwo ate nga n'obukulu bujja bituukiriza. Come what may. Abala bagamba Museveni ajja genda ate nze muneesiwe ŋŋamba nze ŋŋamba nti ateekwa okugenda. Bubi byonna Mukama abimuwadde. Mbeera eyo abantu ne bansekerera n'olumu mukulu Lewis yansekerera nemugamba nti we are senior lumpen. N'agamba not only that we are even hooligan because that is what they have chosen to call us. Naye Museveni byonna abirabye naye nze mbagateeka ekigambo kimu. Lwaki abirabye? Museveni alina omukisa naye kasooka afuga myaka gye n'egyensiko n'egya wano tafunanga gwenkanyakanya mukisa nga Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Museveni. Kale bali mu ringi si accident. Ab'emikisa babiri bali muki mu ringi. Museveni akoze byonna 35 years banenge si kitono. Akoze byonna, azadde abaana ne muganda waffe azadde abaana, afunye ebitiibwa nona abifunye. Kambi yanguye maama yeesimbyewo ne gigi yeesimbawo Museveni katugerayo nono akoze eki yeesimbyewo. Nawe ekintu kiba kikitutawaanya kibayisaako amaaso nga tuziza ebirala byonna emabega Kyagulanyi yeesimbawo ng'akutte constitution ya wano alina waayita mu constitution y'eggwanga okukola ki kati ebirala byonna mugambe tetwagala kukola ki kumanya okujjako kitwagala okumanya bw'abanga alina akatuli oba akamwali mwayita okwesimbawo naye bw'abanga yeesimbyawo mu tteeka lwa ggwanga ebirala tetwagala kukola ki n'ebigambo ebyo pulezidenti nkwebaza tuwagambye tulutawo twatandise lutandike ekyo nno kyekyazizaamu bato bokka maanyi naye n'abakulu bonna bazeemu amaanyi abantu bano baagala okulwana era bw'obamma ebigambo by'okulwana bo balyazaamanyiza nnyo bwewabagambye nti tutandika butandisi gy'oyita eyo ojja balaba nga batandika ojja balaba nze amaaso aganyi tegakyawo tuba nteekako walumi nojja batulabira abatalina maaso ojja balabira naye nga mpunzika banange famire eno newankodde omukulu agamba nti geto ye tuli ba geto bonna we twabazaali geto nange gye naye tali naye tulina obuvo tulina omugululo mu byobufuzi ogutali muyiiye si mupange pange omugululo ogwo kuliko amalaalo n'ebijja saagala kubuuza byo bwami mujjuka sibimanyi togamba nti jabbibuuza bisijja bbibuuza ngamba ebyaffe tulina obujjajja gye bukola ki gye buva kannabulemu mutundwe bubuule gomba bujuuko mityana mubende tulina omukululo tetuliwo nti tuzinga akabenje kitweyitikize nedda tuyinza okuba nga tuwalula omukululo oguwera emyaka ebina n'okuba nti tetubadde tetulabika tekitegeeza nti kati temutulaba kati mutulaba naye tubajjukiza bujjukiza nti omukululo okukola ki okuba ggulu nebaza abantu babiri abalabu sibebaziza bannaye musenyi oba basatu nebaza ekereziya katolika kubanga sebaza yoke yazze wano ngamba ekereziya katolika okuva erombe eri gyeva nkyeraze amaanyi ag'okwogera amazima amazima ano tegogerekeka abantu abasinga bagananaagiriramu naye twebaza katoliki kyaki bannange mwogedde amazima mwebale nnyo mwebale okutasosola mbasosodde abalala naye njala kwebaza abantu babiri okulunambeshe esebirako abantu bano bakulabe omukuyo ng'abantu bonna banaanaagira mu kiseera nga omuntu ne bwananaagire omusaasa nti owamuna kananaagire ye teyananaagira ng'abantu bonna tebalabawo omusajja oyo pulezidenti ye teyananaagira omukyalo omulala agenze sebotuula emukyala nambooze ndowooza kugulu kumuluma banaye mwenna muli bakabi naye abantu abo nina ensonga lwaki mbajjayo mukyala nambooze alina voko omukazi awanze ebigambo mu biseera ebiki ate n'ayimirira n'abantu mu biseera kubatayirikuka ennaku zino obululu tububala na mundu ekyo temukiwulidde ennaku zino obulemu kazijja nezeetoolola kubala bululu nga singa bambadde yunifoomu ne mundu era bakutwala naki n'okyanambooze okugamba abantu nti bono temujja kukola bwe mutinzi oba munzita mukole eki okutali mulundi ki mwebali nnyo nammwe ababikoze mukama wawo omukisa bangambye obudde buweddeyo naye ekigambo kitunzikanako kigamba nti nno entebe mu mukama nnyo bangambye zanjudde omusajja omukulu bwati joni nenanya ebintu byenkoze nasaba obwamaneja bwe nabusaba Lawrence bwe yagenda neŋŋamba nange era togende eri ebunaayira onoonye nga joni ali wano bagenda kuna okumagamaga nga balabaani ono ye mwami John Sekalega, manager waffe era akyali manager. Naye simanyi bamusita anakola mulimu ki n'ebyo mbyogedde bwentyo. Mukama awe omukisa.
Erabidde takyalina mulimu yagusaba naye katakyakola ki naye ati kuba pulezidenti bamumanaginga John tujja kutegeera ekitaka awo kubanga pulezidenti kati yavudde eri mu department ya music. Ladies and gentlemen, let us take this opportunity. Thank you very much, the family. Together to all of this opportunity without wasting any further time to inviting David Lewis, a very close friend. David Lewis. Sagala mwami wanga Secretary General. Naye omwami oyo katuke wano mwogereko nga waali. When they call us hooligans, lumpens and whatever they call us, it is why they will not defeat us, because they don't know us. We are the cream of our generation. He is professionally an advocate, not only holding a degree, a first one and second one, but one pursuant to a doctorate in that faculty from the best universities in the world. And he is our Secretary General. Now, despite my age, I have had opportunity to discuss with many Secretary Generals for some time of political parties, including the one that is in power, the NRM. I don't think they match us. I know Madam Teacher Kasule Lumumba, she comes from Busoga. We have a vibrant, workaholic, intelligent, I don't know, please. I can say up tomorrow.
Thank you so much, my brother, Mr. President and First Lady, our fathers in faith, dear Deputy President, members of Parliament, fellow leaders at different levels, the foot soldiers, fire-based army and mission riders, Bobi, all those soldiers, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday, Mr. President. This is not an ordinary birthday, as all of you might know. About 3 days ago, we were trying to see how to celebrate our president's birthday, and one of the things I think about was maybe we should do a celebration, maybe we should do a lunch event or something like that. But because our president cares so much for the people and he thinks about the comradeship and the other leaders, we thought it was not proper. He said we cannot go into celebration when many of our comrades are in Chitalia, when many of our comrades are Chigo, when many of our comrades in thousands are not even known. He said we shall not do a celebration like ordinary celebrations. Yagamba ate temusekerera oluganda bwe okuvaayo bwe lulema okuvaayo. Naye kwe twali planninga birthday ya president waffe, gamba nti kyali tekisaana kugenda mu kujaguza ng'abantu baffe bakyali mu makomera, abamu bali Kitalya, abalala bali Kigo, abalala nga tetumanyi nawa gye bali. Naye yagamba kale katukole ki? Katukole emmisa tuwanjagire Omukama Katonda. Tusiime, we thank God, but also we pray for our country, for our nation, and for our... It gives me great pleasure to stand and speak on behalf of the friends of Honorable Chagulanyi. It's very, very humbling, because indeed, that brother is a very, very reliable friend and comrade. Of course, many other of our friends, our close friends, are not here today. As you know, Nubian Lee is not with us, Eddie Mtwe is not with us, Dan Magic is not with us, and all those other comrades who should be standing here to celebrate this event with us. And as we all know, they are not in Chitalia because they committed any crime. We know they are not in Chitalia because they killed anybody. As I said a few days ago, known criminals are moving around, sauntering in and out of airports, while our comrades are stuck in Chitalia simply because they chose to stand with a friend in pursuit for freedom and democracy in our country. We celebrate them where they are, and we know that Uganda will be free, our nation will be free. Away from that, I want to wish you happy birthday, Mr. President, my dear friend, and relentless comrade in the struggle for freedom and democracy, the rule of law. We could certainly never ask for a better leader. You have defied the odds, challenged many people who questioned your ability to lead a revolution for a better country. And as we stand here today, many who said we were just hooligans, many who dismissed us, cannot find sleep because of your leadership and what you've been able to do in this country. We celebrate you because this gentleman's courage and challenges, because it is not easy to stand against a dictator at such time, and a very, very ferocious dictator, as you know. We celebrate you because of your bravery, standing in the midst of bullets, tear gas, and all those things, but deciding not to give up. Many people thought that after Arua you would give up the struggle, you give up the cause, but that was just the beginning, and you have challenged us because of that. We celebrate you because of your selflessness. Look at where we are. You decided to share your home with all the comrades in the struggle, and decided to host all of us, and decided that you're going to give yourself up the pleasures and everything else that you would enjoy as a very successful artist, but you've decided to sacrifice everything for the sake of this struggle for a better country. And we celebrate you because of that. We celebrate you because of your friendship with the common people. When I met with Honorable Chagulanyi about 3 years ago, I was his lecturer. We met in the... And of course, I was starstruck. This is the ghetto president, the ghetto gladiator. I was told the president is in the classroom. And I went and found him seated there in class. We had very many conversations, but what stuck in my mind and what challenged me so much about him was his ability to connect with the common people. We started driving around town, and every time we would stop somewhere, and he wants to talk to the common person selling oil on the street, and the people who he was connecting with, and that kind of thing. It was amazing. So we celebrate you because you have chosen to connect, to become a friend with the common people of Uganda. We celebrate you because even when you're very great, known by so many people in this world, you have chosen to remain humble. So we celebrate you. That even in greatness, you are a very, very humble leader, which is not very, very common. We celebrate you because you have never claimed to be perfect. You have always admitted when you are wrong. You have always been mindful that you're not a superhuman, but that you also have weaknesses as a human being. So today we are here to celebrate with you as you celebrate this 39th birthday. We know that the Lord is with you like a mighty man of war, and we know that the Lord who started a good work in you will bring it to accomplishment. The scriptures tell us that some trust in chariots and others in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord. Even when we are weak, yet we are strong. We know that there is a God in heaven who watches over us. And we know that there have been proud leaders in the past who thought they were immortal, but God dealt with them. So we believe that you are a David of our generation, and we believe that every Goliath that has stood before the people of Uganda for a long time will come tumbling down, because the Lord is with us, and because God has given us a leader, a man after his own heart. We celebrate you because you are a godly person. I want to report to the fathers in spirit, that every once in a while when we are completely on the wall and we are stuck and we don't know where to go, Honorable Chagulanyi has always invited us to the prayer. Many times when you do not know where to go, whether to go to the left or to the right, we have come together, held hands, and Joel will testify. We hold hands and pray. And many times, Honorable Chagulanyi has led us, sometimes even in worship and praise. So we celebrate him because of that. So today I want to stop there with the remarks. I want to once again wish you a happy birthday. And on behalf of all comrades, wish you a long life. We know that God is with you. Amazima ga Katonda muyambala engule.
You wonder if we are, when we fight very hard and things happen very soon as they're going to happen. Things are going to happen. We are sure. Sharon Stater on 18th. Ah, a lot of respect. You are sure on 18th. They are already giving themselves timelines. You can hear. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't call a special group, special friends. These are people who have been with our president for a very long time. They're his very close buddies, Jaja Pade, Tony Hawes, and these are the artists, the people from the entertainment industry. So let us have all the friends of entertainment industry. They will be led by Jaja Pade and Tony Hawes to come and also grace the birthday of their friend. If he was not in this thing of ours of politics, it would be a different type of party. They would, with music, with all sorts of category of celebration, that would rock in the crowd. But because if we decided to go that way still, by that new, I thought he is over, so we decided to keep it presidential official. So Jaja Pade, but I know you are
long time. Oh, that's what it's shaka yana kwani I know kwogera. Sebate kabakayogere. Bamwe bagamba bajja kudduka bwagenda eri badde. Mr. President, sir, the Reverend Fathers here present, all distinguished guests, protocol officer, I've been asked to talk on behalf of the artists. Bansabye. Kala kansabye. Tingonze gonze. Naye nange mbadde njagala nsigala eri kubanga abamu balowooza aba artists. Era tukweba president nti obalaze nti tusobola bingi n'okusinga bye bakalaba. Tukuyoza kutoka mazaalibwa ago ag'emyaka 39. Ffe abamu ate abalina ebyo tugenda tugamba nti batukuweeka emirala ffe katulina mingi ate tobaga okola bingi ate ffe abalina emingi nga tetunakola bingi. Naye tusaba Mukama Katonda akukumye, tusaba Mukama Katonda akuwangaaze. Za DL speech ye oli muntu w'abantu, omanyi otambulira wamu nabo yanga muno so mbadde nkwebaza olw'okuba ffenna otukwatira wamu. Njagala kwebaza olw'ekyo totwawulamu nti ono ali kino oli aliri, toyawulamu nti ono star ate oli sisita, ffenna otukwatira wamu. Ekyo njagala kikwebaliza, webali nnyo webalire ddala. Ate otulaze nga ba artists tetujja kukoma kukwogera bwogezi, tetujja kukoma ku kuyimba buyimbi, naye tulina okuvaayo okulwanira omuntu wa wansi. Abantu baffe bangi babonaabona. Lewis ayogedde n'akoona ku ba Nubian Lee n'akoona ku ba abo nga bwe tubano be babaawo and they are not with us. Era bw'ogamba nti tetuyinza kukola celebrations when our friends are rotting down in the cells oba mutuufu. Tolina wano ogamba tujja kudda bano tusanyuke ng'abantu ate oba naye abalala bangi abali eyo abaana balayiwawo omubiri nga tebalina nakakwa. People power yabe bagina ku mbiri ku mutima yabe bagina ku mutima era avaayo n'agenda n'akola. Takikola lwakuba gundi andaba, takikola lwakuba gundi ampulira, kirabe oba redio zimuwulira naye nakikola kubanga kyalina ku mutima. Ensi yaffe bantu babonaabona. So mbasaba ba artists bannange, nze nzanya mizannyo, nkola ku redio n'ebirala, naye nsaba nti ba artists mwenna abayimba muyimbe ennyimba eziyamba abantu baffe. Bwe mufunye chance eyogera mwogerere abantu baffe abali ababonaabona. Bantu baffe bangi babonaabona, tulabako ebifaananyi bye tulabako byebitono naye nga bingi ebikolebwa ku bantu. Abamu baabula bagamba baamutwala tebaddangayo muwuliza. Kati mwe abalina amaloboozi tubasaba mugongereyo abantu baffe babonaabona abali wansi. Oba olya Mukama n'atusaasira ekino ne kiggwa ne tufuna okukulembeze olulumirira omuntu wa bulijjo. Kulaba artists ffenna kiraba kya buli asamanya ati bwe tutayimbe. Bali ababulijjo, abantu ba bulijjo bakuyimbidde. Now let the artists do it. Owakwasani.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wano wendi sebo waliwo ab'ebitiibwa bangi. Salute to the president and the first lady. Nze Magere akutaka agowansi naye wano ndiwo ne musajja yagamba mbu DCR. Lwaki tontwala mu DCR kuba ate ekirala nina omukolo gugenda kubeera mu constituency y'ennaku z'omwezi nga 8 omwezi ogwokuna. Bagenda kunyanjula mu butongole nange sebo naleko ndije nga olayira nga nvimbamu buli ki. Kati mbadde nkusaba munnaddiini wange kuba nange nkwesiga. Mbadde nkusaba kuba nze mba mpiki Butambala ddagala n'ekivumbi waali atuwulire. Subulula eddiini, subulula. Let us pray for the president. May this year be full of blessings, my president.